Hey everyone, it's me, Pastor Carolyn from Kingo. And today I want to talk about generosity, especially generosity with money. Something that I've noticed a lot of people don't want to talk about with other people. And yet God, throughout the Old Testament and the New Testament, talks about generosity and sharing our wealth, whether it's our food or our money, more than ever. I mean, this is such a big theme in the Bible. We don't live unto ourselves. We weren't created by God to live by ourselves, but to be in community with each other. And that also means being in good relationships with each other and making sure that we are all well. I have a piggy bank here. It was from Thrivent from years ago. And it says, share, save, spend. And there's little quadrants in each of these banks for your money to go into. You can have money to share with someone or the church, save for like college or something you need to buy, or if something happens in your life and you need some extra money to help you get through, and spend. I don't know, maybe you want to go buy a new cell phone or something. It's about time, so you got to go spend that. Well, the one thing that I learned was from my grandpa. I lived in Milwaukee and my grandma and grandpa lived in Eau Claire, and it was always so fun to go up there because I knew that my grandpa had a piggy bank, a little different than this one. And when all the cousins would come together, we would get to go into the piggy bank and go to the candy store with him, and we would get to buy what seemed like mountains of candy. And I remember looking at his piggy bank and thinking, it was almost filled full. We are going to get lots of candy. And he would take just a handful. And all of my cousins and I would say, but Grandpa, there's more in the piggy bank. Let's go spend it. And he would say, tomorrow when we go to church, we're going to be taking a lot of that money and sharing it with the church. And I remember thinking, well, why would you do that? And my grandpa taught me at a young age, it is because of God's gifts that he gives us that we also gift our money to others and to the church to help people in our own church community, in our city, in our food banks, and in the world. And we have so many different ways that the ELCA and other denominations help people throughout the world, in our cities, in our own communities. And it is so important, not just, to go to the candy store or whatever that is for you and spend it all, but also to save and to share. And my cousins and my grandma and grandpa would sit with, in a line in a pew at church that next Sunday, and we would take the money from my grandpa's, his little piggy bank that he had, and we would put it in the offering plate. And there was just a spirit of joy in that. So I hope that you get to think about this. And maybe you're already doing this. Who can you teach this to? Who can you pass this on to? Like my grandpa, he was such a good role model in saving and sharing and spending and having fun with that. And I think God gives us the direction to go and do that with each other, to teach each other. Because if we don't learn that, we really miss out on God's calling and really expectations for us. So go out into the world, go get some candy, save for, that rainy day, but also share. Be generous in your sharing and know that God is sharing an abundance of creation and relationships and everything with us. Thanks be to God, church. Talk to you later.